Hello everyone, welcome back to the Lord of the Rings, the SLOTRO edition. This is Gnarlo here. Say hello to everyone, Gnarlo. Good girl, we are here in West Bree. We are going to finish up a pressing matter over here, which is bring the letter to Dalton Willow in Bree. Let's look at the history of it. It's been a little while. Gnarlo, a recent discovery made me think of you, the talents you have, and the manner in which you comport yourself. This will require you to have your thoughts in very rigid order. Visit me and bring the letter to let me know you are truly interested. Dalton Willow. You received a letter from your trainer in Breetown asking for you to return to him. Apparently there is something he wishes to teach you. All right, and he is found at the Scholar Stair in Bree. So we will head on up that way. I hope everyone had a very good Pirates Day. We were finishing up a little while ago. I'm hoping everybody is going to have a very good Hobbit Day. We will see how that goes. Everything has been happy, happy, joy, joy down my way. I will be finishing up my last day of overtime this week. Last day of being on call, or as we like to put it, mandatory overtime. So that is going to be a very pleasant thing. I'm looking forward to actually having time to do stuff and actually having the opportunity to play some more games along with everything else that I have got to get done around here. You know, here we are in late September, about to come into October, and although you wouldn't know it outside because it is still in the mid to high 80s every single day, fall is coming. And before you know it, October will be here. I have utterly and totally missed that blasted Scholar Stair, didn't I? October will be here, and whenever it is, it will definitely be getting cooler, and things will need a lot of preparation outside. I don't want to be doing all my yard work and all into late October, you know. I've done that before. It wasn't fun. So we're going to spend a good deal of free time during our days off to get all the fall and winterizing done around my house and over at my wife's, and then we will hopefully have it done and not have to think about it anymore after that, you know. That is always a good thing. And then with the bad weather closing in and it being cold all the time, I won't have at least one excuse to keep me from playing games and doing LOTRO. I'll have the excuse of well, I've got yard work to do, will be out of the way at that point. All right, here's the Scholar Stair. And got all discombobulated and turned around here. Right down there's the Lowbanks estate. Gnarlo would have been able to find this place just fine, thank you. Let's go on up into the High Stair and the Scholar Stair, and let's see if we can find... Just a moment. I thought it was my wife. Nope, it is an accident notification. Well, not going to bother me too much, being that I am in my house and not planning on going into that part of the town anytime soon. Let's go into the Scholar Stair and let's see if we can find Dalton Willow in there. He should be around and to the left. Yep, there he is, the Lore Master Trainer. Hello, Mr. Willow. Why do you look like riffraff? And let's see, a pressing matter. It is good that you came so quickly. I had thought your foolish notions of traveling would win out over reason. Enough discussion. We must set you to the task. All right, let's finish that now. And that is it. 72 copper coins. And, of course, we're not earning any experience right here at the moment. So that was rather anticlimactic, wasn't it? Okay. Well, we've still got the going to talk to Constable Underhill. Let's also take a look. Has they got any others? Nope, that's the only one right now. I was thinking there might, if I remember right, I believe there was one or two other quests over in Thorin's Gate, Thorin's Hall region. I am going to go take a look at that right quick. It's not going to affect y'all at all, because I will be back in just a few seconds, and either we will be over there or else we will be leaving here and going down to talk to Constable Underhill. So I will see you again in just a few. All right, folks, we did indeed find a quest here, and one that I'm pretty sure probably didn't pop up. It's not the one that I was thinking. It's also in here as well, and we'll see it here in a second. Hang on just a moment. Ah, good coffee. Oh, nothing like the first cup of coffee of the day. But this one probably did not appear until we actually did the fishing quest and stuff for the recent, Summerfest and Farmers Fest stuff, because you'll see here in just a minute, it's the Hobby Master. He had no reason to have a quest over his head. Fishtails. At your service, Lord Master. Now that you have learned the ways of the fishermen, perhaps you could aid me in delivering a message to an old friend. See? Until we actually learned fishing, there was no reason for him to have a quest for us, is there? Sneaky, sneaky, the way they snuck that quest in here. I wish to inform Nokey of my latest catch, the largest I have ever seen, and I dare say the largest ever caught in Ered Luin. It was enormous, I tell you. Nearly a stone in weight. A pity that I don't have proof of my catch, for after I had the beast in my bucket, it made a mighty leap and escaped back into the channel. Go to Nogland and speak with Nokey. Tell him of my catch and see if he has caught any bigger. Oh, dear. I hope Nokey doesn't send us back here. Don't want to keep running back and forth and back and forth. Oh, I've enjoyed the Ered Luin, but I want to get it over with. I want to move on to the next zone, so quit giving me quests. All right, the next one is right over here to the right at the Vault Keeper. Close to the Vault Keeper. And it is the housing quest. Mr. Isleaf here. Isleaf has a quest involving the housing areas. Homesteads of Eriador. Greetings, Gnarlo. I have something to offer you. Since the eviction of the Dour Hands, the prosperity of Thorin's Hall has been on the rise of late, and with the men of Bree clamoring for our goods, even more so. Such riches seem to draw folks out of the stonework, if you will, and so we've recently been opening out some wider tunnels and adding room for people to move in so that they seek work in our mines and crafting halls. You should go take a look and see if anything there fits your own needs. Seek out Rooney at the gates of the Thorin's Hall community. There is always room for another hard worker here. And it's gone from that to speak with one of the housing brokers in Eriador. I guess you could speak actually with any of them, as you see. It doesn't have to be the one over there at the Thorin's Hall. So we will actually probably go visit the one at the elf area, the elf homesteads, since we will be heading hopefully out that way as we head on out of the Ered Luin after we go talk to Nokey here. Let us see. All right, I am going to head down here to the stable, grab a quick stable ride over to Nogland, and we will see you whenever we get there and find this Nokey person and hear what his fishtail is. Okay, we are approaching Nogland. As soon as we arrive at the stable master, we will see whether or not we can find this Nokey chap, or chapette. It's hard to tell with dwarves, you know. All right, let's see. Nokey. Kettle. Where is Nokey? Is Nokey down? I wonder if he's the one down here at the fishing site. Down here, the hobby master at the banks of the river, perhaps. Yep, I bet that's him. I see a ring and I'm seeing a nose, so there we go. Nokey, the fishing supplier. Let's see what you have to say. Fishtails. Another fishtail from Refkel. You are the third person this week to come from him with stories of a giant catch that managed to slip through his fingers. But never mind that. If you are in need of fishing supplies, you will find no greater store of equipment to suit your needs anywhere else. All right, well, that's got that completed. Good. I am going to head on over to the Ered Luin now. Sorry, the what is it? The dwarven, the elven areas. We're going to leave the snowbound parts of the Vale of Thrain behind, and we are going to travel down to Fatathlorn, where the elves dwell, and I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to look around and see if there are any other quest rings that have popped up. I know there aren't any at Gondomon. I've already been there. So we will see you in just a bit whenever we arrive there. I also wanted to take this opportunity right quick. I have had a private message. Someone was asking me. Said that they were just curious. It wasn't like a complaint or anything, but they said that, I keep talking about not having the time to game, and that's one of the reasons why, these Lord of the Rings videos are so far apart. And they said, it's saying that you don't have the time, you're working quite a bit, but you're still turning out GTA videos. I'm turning out a couple of GTA videos, and there's a reason for that. That is a legitimate point. But the reason is, GTA, I love the game and everything, but the missions in GTA take, especially GTA 3, the one that I'm currently playing, take about anywhere from 5 to 15 minutes, and that's something I can just boot up. I can do it. If I succeed or fail, it's 5 to 15 minutes, and if I fail it, it's usually shorter. It's usually on the short end, 5 to 7. So if I've got a few minutes to play, I can hop on and boom, I can get something done. Record it, have it ready to go, etc. This here, the Lord of the Rings, it's like, so far I've recorded about 13, this video at this point, it's going to be about 13 to 14 minutes long at the point where we are right now. But that 13 or 14 minutes of playing time that you are watching here has consisted of about 40 minutes of playing and travel and all that. Normally this part right here that y'all are watching would be cut out, after I've traveled it the first time and shown you the path. I generally cut out the travel time. So the travel times, especially since we don't have swift travel, are a not insignificant part of the video making. And when you add to that as well, my looking around, like going around Gondomon there and going through Thorin's Hall and looking for a quest, and this trip we're making past Thrassy's Lodge and into Falathlorn, where I'm going to be looking for quests at Dualon and Kellendem. These are a significant investment of time here. They really are. So, y'all may get a 20, 25-minute video out of it, but that can be anywhere from an hour to an hour and a half of playing. And that I've not had the time for. Because once you do that, then it's going to take, a 25-minute video takes at least 30, 40 minutes of editing and on the good side, it's 30 to 40 minutes of editing, because I sit and I watch the whole thing through, all the thing, and see if there's any parts I need to cut out, any parts I need to tighten up, that sort of thing. So you've got that time investment as well. And you know, I've been doing, as I said, mandatory overtime for the last 3 months now. And part of that, you know, when I have free time, number one, I spend a good deal of it with my wife, being that she is retired. She's taken early retirement from a job, so she's at home now. Um, a large part of my life in the past has been what I like to call benign neglect. Um, I've used that term for almost 20 years now, because it's like, you know, she and I live in separate houses, so we've always had separate places, separate apartments and all. So she does her thing, I do my thing, and there is a ring there. She's always done her thing, I've always done my thing, and, you know, we meet together, and on our free time, but the rest of the time when we were both working, it's like we usually didn't see each other we could not see each other for a few days at a time, other than having lunch at work, that sort of thing. And that's what I thought. There is no actual quest in here. I don't know why, and it's always been that way ever since the this garden here with the shrews and all came into the game. It's always had a quest ring on the cave entrance outside, whether it actually had any quest inside or not. But as I was saying, you know, my wife and I had what I call benign neglect. It's kind of like a benign dictatorship. You know, he's a dictator and he's the ultimate power, but he's actually a good fella and is out for your best interest, if such a thing existed. It's the same kind of thing here. We were basically neglecting each other, but it was a friendly, loving neglect. It was because she had her life and I had my life, and then we also had our life together. But as I said, now she is retired and home, so we spend a lot more time. So just that has cut my free time down significantly. Add on top of that, having less free time to spread around, it explains why I haven't turned out a lot. I said, this isn't a complaint. This isn't an argument thing. This is just someone had actually sent me a message, just, you know, friendly, asking why it was that was it. And this is my honest reply, is that I truly do not have as much free time. And what free time I do have comes in little spurts and bits and pieces. And some of these more episodic games are more suited to that sort of work. But hopefully that is going to be over with now. As I said, especially with October quickly closing in on us, and we will hopefully have time to do some serious gaming again. All right. So I'm going to head back up to the stable master here. Sorry about the little rant here. I do apologize, but I thought I owed an explanation for some of my posting habits lately. Oh, and stuff like GTA Online. Well, yes, I still play a good deal of GTA Online too. But the videos that y'all are seeing are from back in August. The couple of videos I put up recently are back in August. I have quite a bit of footage recorded from when we were playing a good deal heavier back then. And once again, editing videos is much like playing GTA. It's something that if I've got 10 minutes, I can pull up the editor, do a little thing, and then I can stop, save it, close the editor, and then go do something else, or go to bed, or go to work, or go see my wife, you know. It's not something like this where once you get started on something, you pretty much have to continue through it. So there's that as well. So anyway, as I said, sorry for boring you with this little explanation going on here, but I thought I did owe it to y'all to let y'all know what the situation was. And it's no fault of y'all's, no fault of mine, no issues other than just, you know, real life. Real life intruding in upon my hobbies. And as I've said before, this is not my job. This is just a hobby. One I enjoy deeply, both gaming and making the videos. I enjoy it very deeply, but it is still just a hobby. And sometimes really hurts, and it's blasphemy to say, but sometimes there are other things that I have to do rather than play games and have fun. So we were going to look around this site now, and I will let y'all either in a few seconds, y'all will either see me doing a quest, or y'all will see me back off to wherever we're going to be next, which I am predicting will be the elfin homesteads. Because I'm not predicting any quest here, but we'll see. We'll see in just a bit. And we're in Dualon. Nope, there were no quests around, so I think we are about to finally finish up the Ered Luin. We are going to head down the hill. We are actually going to head over to the homesteads. As I've said in the past, I do have a habit of liking to show the path and everything, and to walk it and record any place that we go the first time that we go there, rather than grabbing stable rides and all. And that's what we're going to do. There is a stable ride to the homesteads, the elven homesteads. But I believe there's one. I think there's one that heads out that way. But I said we haven't actually been there before, so let us actually take the trip down. It's such a lovely path anyway, under the hanging parts. It's like, I think there must be a lot of, you see how they're just kind of hanging on to the cliffs there? I really think a lot of elves, if any of them still survive in this day and age, bet they live in California, probably in Los Angeles, along in those Hollywood hills where you see all the houses on the sides of the hill built up on stilts, that waiting for one really good earthquake to shake them and send them tumbling down the hill into the city. Told you, elves. We are going to cross on through. It's good to see a fine dwarven construction bridge here. I know it ain't going nowhere, no matter how bad the earth shakes. Okay, ahead of us is the portal to the Shire, because this is still one of the few zones in the game that isn't actually physically connected to the other zones. We still have the portal that goes between this place and the Shire. We've been hoping from day one that one day they will fill it in. It's probably the Tower Hills would be the zone that would complete it here. But so far it has not actually had anything to complete between here and there. Now I'm thinking no, there it is. I was going to say, have I missed the turn? Ooh, I've been here a few times. I've never noticed that little pond before. I don't remember it anyway. That is quite lovely. Quite lovely indeed. I don't remember that at all. It seems to me like this path just curved around, went straight to the gate there. Once again, don't trust my memory for things, but that is quite nice. Tells you how long it's been since I've been down here at this part of the Ered Luin and Falaflorn. Quite a while. Okay. Let us go on into there we go, the Dualon housing broker. We're going to talk to her, see if we can finish up Homesteads of Eriador. Greetings, Gnarlo, and welcome to the community of Dualon. The shipyards of the Grey Havens labor ceaselessly to make ready the white ships that depart into the west, but for many who come here the wait may still be a long one, and more come each day on the wings of the dark tidings that now stretch across the land. Thus we have found it necessary to build new villages here along the river's edge, where travelers may wait the day of their departure, or for those who do not wish yet to sail into the west, who choose to live here and provide services for those who do. Please enter our fair community and see if there's anything within that might suit your need, be it for but a short while or for a long time to come. We're going to finish that later, you know. because I'm thinking that each and every one of these will probably have a different message. She just had the one about the people building the ships or taken to the Grey Havens and all. So that's cool. And we probably need to go back to the dwarf guy and listen to him. I wonder if he says something much like the one inside the one inside Thorin's Hall did. The guy that sat there and talked about, opening up ever since the Dour Hands were defeated, and they're opening up new passageways. So I think that's what we're going to do next time around. We will start it off by visiting each of the other 3 housing brokers and discussing with them, listening to what they have to say about their housing development there, so we can find out what their texts are. And then we should be able to continue on to Book 1, Chapter 2. So that's what will be coming up next time. Once again, can't promise when it's going to happen, but it should be, as I said, a good deal sooner, seeing as I've only got one more overtime day to do, and then they are done. And I can get back to working my normal 45, 50-hour week. So we will talk to you later. Meantime, I'm going to think about which housing broker I'm going to visit first, and we will see you then. Once again, thanks for coming along. I hope you enjoyed it. I appreciate it, and we will see you then. Bye-bye.